guys and welcome back to my channel Sonia Rathi, where we are going to talk all about economics. So let's continue our chapter demand where we left earlier. I told you that demand is the quantity demanded by the consumer to purchase certain amount of commodity at a certain price over a period of time. That is demand. Demand is the quantity demanded by the consumer. Determinants of market demand. See, all the points which we did under the individual demand will be coming also in the market demand. Either the individual demanding or the market is demanding. All the points which we did till 5th, they are same as the individual demand. There are 2 or 3 points which are added under the market demand. First is either the price are increasing, that is why my demand is affecting. Or my income is increasing, that is why my demand is increasing or decreasing. Or my substitute or complementary goods are changing, that is why my demand is changing. Then either a taste of preference or the expectation of changes in prices in the future, that is why my demand is changing. Then we talk about the size and population. If the population is increasing day by day, that means the demand for the quantity demanded will be increasing more and more, right? So there is a positive relation between size and population and the demand. Another point is season and weather. Now example could be the rainy season, winter season, summer season. Now I know the summer season has approached, so the demand for the top, for the capris, for the shorts is increasing, has increased. So I will prefer more of summer clothes. That is why if the price of summer clothes will increase, even then the demand of those clothes will increase. So there is a positive relation between the season and weather and the demand. So I hope you understood individual market demand, why the demand is changing because of these certain factors. Now we are going to talk about the demand function. Demand function क्या होता है? That it is a functional relationship. Demand function is a functional relationship between the demand for a commodity and the factors which are influencing or affecting the demand. It is a relationship between the demand for a commodity and the factors which are affecting the demand. Now there are 2 demand functions always. First will be the individual demand function and second will be the market demand function. Now since we are talking about the demand function, so we will be seeing that demand of an individual, I repeat, demand of an individual depends on what many factors. So demand for an individual depends on, so demand for a commodity is a function of income. That means demand is affected by the income or the price of the commodity or the price of related goods or the taste, habits or the fashion. So demand for an individual, the individual demand for a commodity is affected by these many factors. Same way comes under the market demand. So demand for the market demand for a commodity depends upon income, the price of the commodity, the price of related goods, the taste, the fashion and the size and composition and the season Now we'll be talking about a schedule. Schedule means the table, the graphical which we have to show. Table plus graph. So demand schedule is the table showing different quantity demanded at different possible prices. Now under the demand schedule, again we'll be talking about the first individual demand schedule and second is the market demand schedule. Now under individual demand schedule, what we have to do? We have to draw the table. That means both prices and quantity we have to show the relation of. Prices, the prices are increasing, the consumer demand will decrease. So its prices are increasing, the demand is decreasing and we have drawn the diagram. That means we have drawn the graph. X-axis will be the quantity demanded, Y-axis will be the prices. Now, if prices are 1, the quantity demand will be 4. Prices rise to 2, the demand decrease to 3. If price rises to 3, demand decrease to 2. If price rises to 4, demand decrease to 1. And then we got a inverse relation between price and quantity. That means demand curve slopes downward. There is an inverse relation between the two. Second is the market demand schedule, in which we talk about the aggregate demand of the consumers in the market at different level of prices. So, okay, now the prices are decreasing over here. Since the market demand, so we have to take different consumers over here. So we have taken two consumers. First is the household A, second is the household B. Since prices are falling, so the demand is increasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another consumer, demand is increasing like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can take another household C also as per your wish. Now under the market demand we have to add the two household demand. So market demand is DA plus DB. 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 4 plus 3 is 7, 4 plus 5 is 9 and 5 plus 6 is 11. So now I will be drawing the graph over here. So this will be the market demand. Household A demand will come like this. Household B demand will come like this. And market demand, when we plus, that means when the price is 5, the demand is 3. The demand is 3. That means the demand will come this way. Market demand, that is DA plus DB. This is DA, this is DB. So what you can see, that the market demand is flattered as compared to the demand of two individuals. Here comes the prices, here comes the demand, right? That means if the price will fall, the consumer demand will increase, but not as much as compared to the market demand. What I am trying to show you is over here, when the prices are falling from 5 to 4, the household is demanding only 2, household A is demanding only 2, household B is demanding only 3. But if we talk about the market demand, they are demanding 5. If the price is falling to 4, that means if the price fall, market demand will rise proportionately much more as compared to the individual demand. That is why the market demand is flatter as compared to the two individual demand curve. I hope you have understood this. After this we will be talking about the law of demand in the next class tomorrow. Something which you have not understood, do let me know on the comment section below. I hope today's session was interesting and hopefully you got it. So hope meeting next time. See you all and bye bye.